got game number 2, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. Heat at the road to take on the Bucks. Milwaukee, the Great Land, 3.5. 210 the total. A month ago, we talked about Spoelstra being able, great at drawing up plays, but nobody can make an open shot. Now Miami goes for the all-time record. Believe it or not, the all-time win streak by a team under 500. They're tied with the 96-97 Suns, 11 in a row. They started 11-30.
Yeah, they were 11-30. They'd lost 10 out of 11 when this winning streak started. They were 1-10 their last 11 games. They just lost Justice Winslow for the season. I thought Winslow was going to be a big part of that team this year. Instead, out for the year in the midst of a nasty slide. And what's going on when they're covering these numbers or winning these games? How about this? 10-0-1 against the spread. They haven't lost ATS in 11 games. 6 outright underdog wins. You're betting them on the money line. You're cashing in. And all of a sudden, this team's 2 games out of the 8th seed, Paulie. Spoelstra, quote, "We've gone through just about everything else. How to play with a ridiculously bad record, how to play with adversity, how to play through injuries, how to play without making excuses. Now, we have to be able to play to our identity when you're dealing with a little bit of success and not let human nature sink in. These guys are gaining a ton of confidence offensively."
Yeah, and there was talk that they were going to tank, and now they continue to win and take off, and Dragic has been great as well. Then you got Milwaukee, just 2-10 in their last 12 games. Rare in-season break and no games for 4 days. Finally, can they get Middleton, a healthy Middleton, back on the floor?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, the Bucks have gone through a really rough stretch in late January, early February. 2-10 their last 12, as you mentioned. But they closed out their road trip the best possible way, an annihilation, 137-112 at Phoenix, to snap the skid. All right. And you're talking about getting Chris Middleton. Middleton's been cleared to play. He's going to be on the court tonight. They're also going to have Hibbert and Hawes on the court. Remember the trade of the big men that nobody wanted. Nobody really paid attention to the trade. Where Greg Monroe's terrible contract. He's getting $51 million, Monroe, over 3 years. He's in Charlotte. Hibbert and Hawes now in Milwaukee. So they've got 2 big men who are glad to be there, and Middleton back on the floor. Of course, he was with the team on the road trip. He's been taking part in practices. And we're talking about a guy who was number 20 in the NBA in real plus-minus last year. A legitimate difference maker. Number 2 in the NBA behind James Harden at shooting guard. Gets nowhere near Harden's pub. Middleton's a difference maker on the court, and certainly the betting markets are noticing that and respecting his presence tonight with Milwaukee laying the points.
Yes, not a great card. Thursday's Dynamite. Hey guys, for the full video, go to SBRpicks.com.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.